optic nerve cut off, the dura mater,
brainstem,
Yep, brainstem.
and then on the other side we've got cerebellum,
Right here.
and then the cerebrum,
so you saw me do that on the other day, you saw me take the dura mater out. So you can start cutting the dura mater out if you want.
Turn the lights down a little
There
bit.
we go. Yeah, yeah, we can do that. You want to do that, Mark? Turn the lights down, please.
Like your knuckle.
cutting out the meninges.
Good.
That's good. Thank you. So that's the dorsal view of the brain.
Is this both layers of the dura mater?
Yes, but now the meningeal layer dives down and separates the hemisphere with that fold that goes down between them. So you will see that. All right, and if you turn it over, you can see, so this is cut off here, but you can see the optic nerve cut off, more on one side than the other. There's a piece of muscle. See, it looks like, so here you can see the olfactory bulb. There it is. That's the olfactory bulb. So the optic nerve will go to the eyeballs, so the eyeballs will be here. And there's the olfactory bulb, so that's the sense of smell. And then there's the bulge, which is what part of the brainstem? Pons, so the medulla will be below it. And so that's what we can see externally. We're going to see much more, but at least you can see that now. So I would not hesitate, because we don't have that much time. I really want to do it with you. To cut through with your scissors, and don't hesitate to cut through. So they might mention the chiasm, but we're not going to worry about the chiasm is that cross where the optic nerve crosses, and then it can eventually go back to the occipital lobe. So I'm trying to take all of this out. I cut through it. It's really tough. So cut through it. There we go.
I know, and it doesn't help that it's sliding all over the place.
Yeah,
So
trying not to break the stem
of
off.
that optic nerve here. Okay. There we go. So that dura mater is really tough. So don't hesitate to peel it off while trying to preserve the rest. And if something's in the way, a muscle's in the way or something, you can cut it off actually. There's nothing in the way. You just literally. Now I flip it over. I flipped it over and I'm peeling the dura.
The dura mater's gone.
See, I'm peeling the dura off. Alright. So,
Anterior view,
look what I'm pointing at
posterior
here.
view.
There is the fold that dives down here. We don't really see like a wall. Basically, we tore it off. But you'll see the tentorium cerebelli much better. Oops, wow, perfect. Alright, so this is the dura. So when you're done, you can actually hold it separate. And if you look, the folds right here that are going over the cerebellum and creates this tent, and that's why we call it tentorium cerebelli. See? It goes over the cerebellum, which was here. And right in here is that
Tentorium.
sinus. And there's the fold, the falx cerebri. So it's pretty interesting. It's kind of like the outside layer of a bean, you know those fava beans?
The frontal lobe.
All right, so we put that on the side.
Parietal
Now we
lobe.
can actually look at the brain.
That's bigger.
Temporal. Temporal.
Cerebellum,
Cerebellum.
cerebrum.
Brainstem.
You turn it over. You can see the whole brainstem. Medulla. Here you have large
Medulla.
pons here.
Pons. Midbrain.
Large pons. And midbrain goes in here. You see the remnants of that olfactic tract, the olfactic nerve. So it goes down in here. And, it
Tree
goes into
bulb.
the temporal lobe. See that? So you can see the lobes. Temporal lobe. You can definitely see there's a bulge here, that's the temporal lobe. Frontal lobe.
Optic
Anteriorly.
chiasm.
I'm trying to see everything we can see even before we cut through. Now, that's what I wanted you to do by yourself. So dorsally, here you have the cerebrum and the cerebellum in the back. Now, if you pull on the cerebellum backwards, some of that connective tissue, the thinner pia mater actually tears right there.
Yeah.
You can see it here. And then peek down in there. Yeah. What's that called? Something with a T. Yes. Yeah? What did you say? That's the tectum, which is also called quadrigemina.
Tectum.
The region is called the tectum and has these corpora quadrigemina, the body of the four twins. So I'm going to kind of tear it even more here so you can see all four. Two bigger ones on top, the superior colliculi, yes, and the smaller two on the bottom. In the textbook, inferior colliculi. In the textbook, it's more
Superior
drawn like
colliculi.
equal size, but maybe the sheep brain, that's different. So here they are. This is the site where you have the sensory information arriving, either visual on the superior colliculus or auditory on the inferior colliculus. And the way I remember it is superior colliculus is higher, inferior colliculus is lower. Eyeballs are higher than your ears, right? Your eyes are higher than your ears. So a flash is on the superior colliculus, and a sound or loud something is on the inferior colliculus. It arrives there. And then from there, we have motor commands that are issued and travel special tracts that we call the tectospinal tract, because they are issued from the tectum. And they go towards your sternocleidomastoid to go turn towards that loud sound or flash that you just sensed. Tectospinal tract will make you move your head towards that sound. So there it is.